Looks like the stream is up. So we are good to start the draft. We've got a Bloom Burrow pack here. Whenever one or more other creatures you control leave the battlefield without dying, draw a card. Return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. That seems really gross, because you just bounce your own stuff and draw cards. So I'm going to take that and hope that it's really good. We do have a Storm Splitter in the pack. 4 mana 1/4, cast a spell, copy the 1/4, exile the token. So it wants you to like cast a bunch of spells and pop off. Mind Whisker I think is really cool. I'm always a fan of Uncharted Haven. Raccoon Rallier is pretty decent. Dire Sight is okay. Pretty good stuff. We'll take the rare though. I think being able to repeatedly draw cards like this just seems really, really good to me. So, ooh, and right into a pack of Kamigawa. This is Saviors of Kamigawa, if I'm not mistaken. And I could take a Raving Oni Slave. There's a Moonwing Moth. The Oni Slave, unfortunately, is really bad with the Dourport Mage. More cards in hand. Secret Keeper. So that is very high variance card. Murmurs from Beyond I feel like is pretty decent. There's a chance at wheels. The 5-drops are pretty good. Soken's-on Spellblade and Okina Nightwatch. Not really anything that stands out to me here. Is there any kind of tiebreaker or anything? I might be pretty good at having more cards in hand than my opponents with the Dourport Mage, but I think it might be a little bit forcey to take the Breezekeeper. Do I just take this very reasonable 2/1 flyer? Maybe I just do that instead of messing around with any of the other stuff. And like the Toughness Pump thing is pretty good. Probably wheel Murmurs from Beyond or something this way. I think that makes some sense, hopefully. I don't know, I don't think any of the other cards here are super good, so it's fine. Oh, Leonin Lightscribe, that's a powerful one. Good pack here in general. Emergent Sequence, Frost Trickster, Witherbloom, Pledge Mage. God's Willing pretty good too. So what do we want? The Lightscribe is really sick if you get enough spells. Not sure how many spells I'll have necessarily. Maybe it's just so good that I should just take it, not worry about spells. And like the fail cases, it's just a 2-drop that's scary. Opponents probably need to kill it. Could take like Frost Trickster, also pretty reasonable. Sequence and Pledge Mage good as well. Don't think I can really argue for any of the other cards here. I can argue Frost Trickster plus Dourport could be cool. But I kind of just want to take Lightscribe. I think this is really good, and I did just pick up a white card. I don't know, maybe this is bad. Gonna give it a try though. I think it's got a high ceiling. Ooh, okay. Ghost Ship, Giant Growth, Knight of the Skyward Eye. Giant Growth plus Lightscribe does seem kind of gross as well. But I think Ghost Ship is probably just really good, so maybe I just take that, move along. I don't really value Self-Assembler very highly. Don't think I need the other stuff too much. I think this makes sense, hopefully. Oh, I can do some shenanigans with Dourport Mage and Humble Defector, where I activate Humble Defector, respond, and then Dourport Mage it back to hand. I'll just take Ghost Ship. Humble Defector may or may not wheel anyway. Okay, reasonable red cards now. Does seem like red might be open. Return Triumphant, not bad either. But I'm looking at like Edgewall Pack and Merry Bards. I think I should probably just take Edgewall Pack. It's pretty reasonable to bounce this with the Dourport. Is that better than Merry Bards? I don't know, making another body with the Lightscribe seems really good. I think it's a little bit better than Merry Bards. Not 100% on that. Witch's Mark is kind of cool. Now let's just take the Edgewall Pack. Ooh, okay. Probably taking Parhelion Patrol now. Sure Strike also pretty nice. But I think Parhelion Patrol is pretty good. And don't think it makes sense to take Sure Strike when I don't know that I'm playing. I guess I could take Heart. Is that better? Maybe this is better. 1 mana combat trick when I have Light Scribe and I already have some 4-drops. I don't know, maybe I'm going off the deep end, but I'll try the Take Heart this time. Even though I do think Parhelion Patrol is really good. And now, do I just take maybe Raccoon Rallier? If another creature entered the battlefield. Okay, can I take the Waterspout Warden, or am I supposed to try to play Boros? This is the question. Harvest Right. I'm not going to have any rabbits, really, so it's quote-unquote just a 3/3 for 3, but that is pretty good, too. What if I just take that? Keeps me on color. Don't have to mess around with red or blue at this point. I think this makes sense. Just take a 3/3 for 3. In the color that I know I'm playing. And, oh, we didn't wheel the card that I think is good. The card that looks at the top 3, but I'll take Soken's Spellblade. I think this card's good too. Secret Keeper, I don't think we need to take. Don't really see any reason to take Spiritual Visit or whatever either, so I think this is right. Let me just check. Maximum hand size, card in hand, yeah. I think this guy's pretty decent. And God's Willing now, I think, pretty easily. 3/1 Flyer's not bad, Fuming Effigy not bad, but just like 1 mana protection spell once we have the Light Scribe seems really nice. Seems like red is more open than blue. These cards don't help me very much. Just take sideboard Disenchant, I guess. I could take Giant Growth, but I think the sideboard pick is actually pretty reasonable. Don't like Trumpet Blast. And yeah, I don't think I'm playing green. Don't hate a Ginger Brood, I don't think. Sure. Okay. Oh, and we do get a Sure Strike, alright. And random Storm Splitter, which actually doesn't seem terrible. Alright. And grab a Secret Keeper and throw it away. And I don't mind this guy at all. Fuming Effigy. So we kind of have to be Boros, I think. Ooh, Hixus. This card's broken. Alright, my deck is probably insane. Could have taken some more 2-drops and maybe had even a better deck. Anointer would be nice. It's kind of the only one I want from this pack, though, other than Hixus, which obviously we will take. Ooh, and Master Decoy now. I think that's better than Blinding Angel. Yeah, it's got to be better than Blinding Angel. It's just so good. Ooh. Luminous Bonds versus Baffling End with a Trailblazer going around. Yeah, these packs are super good for me. I think I just take Luminous Bonds. I mean, even Trailblazer would be really good. But I think I want 1 premium removal like this first. So let's just take it. And yeah. Okay. This pack is not as exciting. That's okay. Yeah, there's like nothing here for anyone. Just a Garbo pack. Would I ever be interested in like Captivating Unicorn? Any of this stuff, really? I think I have to be Boros, but maybe I just take this thing in case I'm wrong. I don't know. Seems fine to hate drafted. I'm not going to play any of the other cards anyway. Man, this pack is bad. Guess I would take Thermal Navigator here. Could take Arachnoid or something. Yeah, I'll just take this stupid Thermal Navigator. Could take Sparring Collar, but I think that card sucks. And, geez, this pack, what is going on here? What would I even take? None of these cards do anything. Don't think I have any green cards or anything either. I guess I just, would I take Quenchable Fire? Just think that card sucks. I guess I would take it, sure. Please give me something. Okay. Don't care about Mighty Leap. Maybe just Subterranean Scout, just a piker. We need 2 drops. I think this makes sense. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Bonded Construct is just worse. This thing I think is somewhat reasonable. I don't want to play this card, but I mean, I guess I'll take it. I don't know. Yeah. This started off so well, and we just haven't seen anything good in this direction. Seems like green has been open. I guess maybe... God, I don't want to play a Rosca Relic, though. I'm gonna hate draft this. Don't want to give other people a good 2-drop. Just take a 5-mana 4/4 at this point. Again, green has felt open this direction. Okay, we do get Sparring Collar. Sure. Yeah, this is not... None of these do anything. Alright, we're gonna need pack 3 to redeem us from whatever happened there. Maybe I just put Chameleon into red by... or Leo into red by passing too many red cards in pack 1. Maybe that's what happened, I don't know. Ghost... Ooh. True Fire Captain should wheel, right? No one else should be interested in that. So I can take Wojak Bodyguard or Fresh-Faced Recruit, hopefully, and wheel the True Fire. There's also Selesnya Guildmage. This pack is really insane for me. I want to take Wojak Bodyguard. I don't know if that's right. And then if I just wheel True Fire Captain, then everything's going to be okay. Hopefully. I think this card's really good. I should just take it. I don't know, if we wheel nothing, then we're just cursed, but we should wheel some good stuff. Ooh, Knight of Valor, pretty decent. There's not really anything else. 2/2 flanking that can get extra flanking. Sure. Do I just take Meadow Boon here? Avian Changeling and Sen's Enlistment, also pretty interesting. We are a tiny bit short on 4-drops, but I think maybe it just looks like that because we have some weird 5-drop. So yeah, Meadow Boon, it's a hill giant, so 3/3 for 4, but you can evoke it to grow your stuff, and you can also just have it trade off in combat, and that's pretty good for you too. I think I should take it here, though this card does tend to play out a little worse than it looks. Aether Vial, constructed, has some constructed pedigree, and it's unfortunately really bad and limited. Okay, and now we have a super old pack from, looks like Tempest to me. 2 mana, 1/2 flyer here. This card is not exactly where you want to be with 2-drops in this format, but I am a little bit low on 2-drops, so it might be somewhat reasonable for me to pick it up. I can also take this Circle of Protection Black, which is a really good sideboard card. I already have a Disenchant in the sideboard, so I really should just take one of these 2-mana white cards. And I don't care about Sacred Guide either. Yeah, I'm just going to take the sideboard card. It's a Silver Bullet. If I have to play 2-mana 1/2 flyer, then I'm probably pretty unhappy, and hopefully it'll just wheel or something anyway. Okay, Scophos Reaver, just a really nice above rate 3-drop. Viashino Lashclaw is not a bad 2-drop in this format, just 2 mana 2/2 effectively vanilla is pretty pretty decent when like one of your 2-drops is this guy, which is more or less the same thing but minus the toughness. But this is just a 4/3 attacker, which is really good. And we can afford to pick up another 3-drop there. Ooh, what would we like from here? Could take Inspired Charge. I don't know if I go wide enough for this. And by the way, next is the pack where we should wield a Truefire Paladin, or whatever that guy's called. Yeah, pretty much Mercurial. So I could take this Mass Pump spell, or I could take one of these guys. I think I should maybe take Inspired Charge. These aren't too exciting, and we already just have 5 mana 4/4, so I don't think I need another one with a downside. And I can have Inspired Charge plus Leonin Lightscribe to give everybody +3/+2, which could be really sick. And we did wheel the Truefire Captain. Awesome. This is what we were hoping for. This is a really big deal. It's pretty much like the best 4-drop we could get. And when we took the Wojek Bodyguard, we were sort of banking on this card wheeling. And it seems like it paid off. So that's very, very nice. And now what are we looking at? Could be Retribution of the Meek for the sideboard. Just blow up any big stuff from the opponents. Could be 5 mana 3/3 First Strike. Not the most exciting thing ever. But we're at 21 cards right now. So I do want to find some more stuff that I can throw in the main deck without being too embarrassed. And I do think Tal'Rim Champion is okay. I'm not totally sure why, but partway through Pack 2, we just kind of found nothing, like no playables. So, okay. But now here, an Avian Changeling, pretty nice. There's also color shifted Giant Growth in Brute Force, which would be really good for us too. It says we're at 17 creatures already. So I don't think the creature type... Oh, it actually does matter a little bit, Avian Changeling. It triggers the Harvest Rite Host. But other than that, I don't think it matters too much. So do I want a really nice efficient combat trick, or do I want Windrake with random upside? It says we have 17 creatures. I think we're playing all of them at the moment. So I kind of think the trick might be what we're looking for here. I don't know if that's... I don't think that that's too unreasonable. Like with Leonin Lightscribe, combat tricks are really good, and 1 mana +3/+3 I do think is really nice. So I think normally I would take a Windrake over a pump spell, but I think in this spot we can do the opposite. And this Pegasus, again, not the most exciting card in the world, but like we might just want a random 2-drop. Ooh, there we go. Vishino Lashclaw, also not the most exciting card in the world, but just a less embarrassing 2-drop is really nice. This guy can hang out in the sideboard. So now we get to make a couple cuts. We're always going to want to play 17 lands in a deck like this. We have no fixing or anything, so... Ooh. I can take Dogpile. Dogpile I don't really like, though. For me, this is just such a win more card. Like, for this to even be 4 mana, deal 3 damage, you need to be in such a good spot already. I'm just going to take Footlight Fiend. Card's pretty reasonable for a 1-drop. This card is not very good. It pumps every creature. Or wait, nope. That's not true. It says all creatures, but then it says you control. Classic old wording. Okay. So what would I cut from here? I would like to cut some of the like anemic cards, like probably this, just 2 mana 1/2 flyer doesn't seem very exciting. It's pretty reasonable if you can mentor onto it, and I have 2 cards that do that, but I still don't really like it. It might be better than Subterranean Scout, actually. So those might be on the chopping block, but I'll start by cutting the Pegasus. And then second, it's probably one of these 5-drops. I don't know if we have almost any enchantments for this Captivating Unicorn. We do have a Luminous Bonds, but I think that might pretty much be it. That said, I think that it might still just be better than a 3/3 with first strike. It might just be a little bit too small. And so this could be our deck here. Still 17 creatures with pretty much 5 combat tricks and 1 removal spell. So a little bit low on removal, but we do have Master Decoy, which is effectively removal. And we have Hixus, which is just really, really good. So I think that's going to be our deck. And we'll probably be playing 9 plains, 8 mountains, something like that, because we do have, actually we have a lot more white than we do red, but I don't think 10-7 is going to work, because I do have multiple red 2-drops, and I do have double red here. It just feels a little bit risky. So this is ideally, like, if I could have a dual land, obviously that'd be great, but even if I didn't have a dual land, if I could have like 9.5 white sources and like 7.5 red sources, then that would be cool, but you can't do that. Alright, this is an interesting hand. What am I supposed to do with this hand? This is a hand where, like, if I had any amount of mana fixing, it would just get so much better. But I actually think that I should just mulligan this. I have 8 mountains in my deck right now. So if I keep this hand, it pretty much needs to find one of the 8 mountains. And I think the combination of being on the play, needing one of 8 cards, like being on the play is 1 fewer draw step relative to being on the draw. And like my deck just needs to be able to do its thing early. I'm just gonna ship this. Okay, this is somewhat reasonable, a little bit trick heavy. This time we have to keep. I think I want God's Willing to protect Hixus in terms of combat tricks, so we'll throw away Take Heart this time. And we're in that same predicament of trying to find a mountain, but at least we played to our outs of just having an opener with a mountain in it. But yeah, this was more or less like the turning point where I had a few different options available to me. Chose to speculate on the Light Scribe, which I was a little surprised to get passed to me. And then I think it worked out. Okay. So obviously still looking for mountain, but even finding plains is like pretty reasonable, getting us closer to Hixus. Like in general, our deck is not very, Selesnya Guildmage, okay. Our deck is not that controlling, reactive, any of that stuff, but this card can do that. Yikes. Okay, drawing the double red card when we're on triple plains is not ideal. But we still have time. Opponent doesn't have that much pressure. Again, this card is really good at catching us up. And this is why we didn't play 10-7, right? 10 plains, 7 mountains. Skyhunter Prowler, okay, pretty reasonable. Yeah, okay, now we're in some trouble. At least before we were hitting our land drops, but now not so much. And we can't even do anything like God's Willing on their creature just to scry one. So we're just at the mercy of our draw steps here, and hopefully the opponent not applying too much pressure. Okay, interesting mana base. Wonder if they're splashing the green ability, like the green activation here, or if they're doing something else. Maybe black is a splash, but I would assume they're not straight up 3 colors. Okay, passing suggests they're going to make a 1/1. Well, there's my Light Scribe. This might actually be able to eat their Selesnya Guildmage. So end of turn here, they'll probably make a 1/1. And now they'll probably, I mean, this one has to attack. They may or may not attack with the Guildmage, but if they do, I block, and then if they pump, then I use my God's Willing, which saves my guy and pumps it. So basically hoping they attack with this. If they do nothing, then I don't think I'm allowed to, am I allowed to cast God's Willing? Okay, yeah, so it looks like they are planning on pumping the Guildmage. We took the Inspired Charge or whatever, so that's not something we would necessarily have to worry about. So we should take some damage from this. They should go for the pump. Oh, Mighty Leap. That's pretty annoying. I think I still have to spend my God's Willing, but obviously now I'm not killing this. Alright, let's see if we can scry into a mountain at least. Interestingly, remember I put the Take Heart to the bottom with my mulligan. If this was Take Heart right now... Oh, this is dead. Never mind. If it was Take Heart, it would still die. But if they didn't have Candy Grapple and this was Take Heart, then we would have made a 5-5 here and eaten their guy. As is, we just need Hixus to bail us out, and we need to draw a mountain right now. That's not it. Okay, yeah, we have like one draw step. Ooh, this is a really good land. Restless Fortress. 1/4 that drains somebody for 2. They're just coming in here. Opponent's deck seems really good. They've played only good cards, and they have some nice lands. Okay, we did draw this. Edgewall Pack only produces 1 body that blocks, but I think I still need to play it. I don't think I have a better option, in other words. And I can still maybe claw my way out of this with Hixus if the opponent does something really strange. But I think most likely, I think this needed to happen last turn. They needed not to have that creature land that they can fire up. I think it's just too much. A little bit too much here. Because I think I'm... am I dead? Tide Hollow Sculler. I think I concede to that. I don't want them to know about Hixus. This is a really important card for them not to know about. And I'm in dire straits already, so I think I will actually just concede to this. Normally, I think this is not a good play, conceding to deny the opponent information, but we're already so far behind, and this is such an important one to keep secret that I think it makes sense to concede here. All right, so now what do we want? I don't know if we actually want to change anything here other than the fact that our mountains were just really shy. If they could just be less shy, that would be great. We do have a Circle of Protection black, but we didn't really see any black things that we wanted to have a Circle of Protection against. Yeah, we don't have a ton in the sideboard either. So yeah, I think I'll just try again. Hope to draw a little better. I don't think I was supposed to mold a 5. Okay, this is also just a very strange hand. Because we have a 3-drop that we can't cast, but we do have multiple 4s. I think I'm supposed to keep this. Yeah, I'm just going to keep this and see what happens. I don't think the odds really improve by mulliganing here. Okay, opponent does mulligan. And we'll see what we draw here. Nice, that was a great draw. Possibly our best draw even. Plains would be good now, combat tricks would be good. Pretty much anything but mountain will be really good here. Don't kill it. The Arrestor, okay, that's fine. Knight of Valor, that's pretty nice too. And now just like any, well, anything other than Inspired Charge would be really good here. I guess double white is pretty important for us. Tough mana base with this deck. We would have loved to Boros Guildgate. And we really don't want to trade off the Light Scribe if we can avoid it, just because it is so threatening for the opponent. We might have a removal here. Avian Changeling, okay. They didn't attack. Ooh, this will be very good once we can cast it. So we definitely Attack with Knight of Valor, play land and do that. They have no good blocks against this. And then, do I play Fuming Effigy or do I play Edgewall Pack? I think I play Fuming Effigy. Just because the 1/1 is not very likely to be able to attack. Making another creature is good with the Light Scribe, but we don't have any spells anyway. If they have one removal spell and they kill the Effigy, then that's okay. Again, they have their Abzan mana. What is this guy? Flying Death Touch, okay. Sure, that's fine. So they can block the Effigy with that. We will go ahead and attack. I think I kind of want to play the Wojak Bodyguard here. Maybe that's crazy. But it actually enables me to have more attackers. Yeah, they're just going to trade. I can mentor onto either of these creatures. Yes, it's not mana efficient, but I think this is pretty good. Opponent has 3 cards in hand. Centaur Courser is broken. Good to see, by the way, Ermath. Yeah, we're in a rough spot in terms of our white mana. But apart from that, I do like our position currently. Opponent's not doing anything as threatening this game, which is also nice. Imagine they're going to get in here for... Okay, they're going to leave this back. What are they up to here? Oh, if they have -3/-3 on Wojak Bodyguard, then I might accidentally not get a counter with my Light Scribe. Parhelion Patrol. That is good, and yet not here. Harvest Rite Host. I don't think we're interested in that currently. So I think I just attack all, pumping the Light Scribe. And I imagine they're going to double block the Wojak Bodyguard. Yeah, Knight of Valor is pretty good, huh? I'm actually happier if they double block the Light Scribe. But they might be able to deduce that I don't have any combat tricks here. Oh, they just take it all. That has to be incredibly good for me. And now we just play Edgewall Pack. And they're at 8. And we just have a bunch of guys. I can Harvest Rite Host, pump the rat, and then mentor onto the rat. Alright, what are they up to here? Skyhunter Prowler, but they tapped other black. Okay, they're just playing a bunch of guys. We draw land, but it's not the land that we wanted. In fact, we can only play the Harvest Rite Host. I think I'm going to keep the land a secret, or at least we can wait or something. I don't know, whatever. Question is, do we have a good attack all? I think so. This is a 3/2 after being mentored onto and pumped by the Harvest Rite. I think this is just an opponent needs to figure it out kind of situation. Yeah. All right. Send in the clowns. I really wish I had my brute force here. Imagine. I mean, it would just kill them. But I do think we need to go for this. They probably, yeah, I was going to say they probably want to trade for the rat with the arrestor. The light scribe dying is like totally fine for me. And they're going to double block this. No? Sure, double block the menace guy. Okay. Sure, so they're going to take 5. A bunch of stuff's going to trade. No. Them leaving the Wojak guy alive is really nice for me. We'll see if they... Okay, they're deciding that these are their 2 best creatures, so I can only kill one of them. Okay, they're gonna... Sure. I think this makes some sense. Yeah, this seems a little bit better to me than what they had going before. So it's asking me about this first. Does it? I mean, I can't activate it again, right? So I can only kill one of these. They do take an extra damage, I guess. I don't know, maybe you're right. Maybe it is wrong. Let's get the 3 toughness creature out of here, I think. Yeah, it could be. And let's get, I guess, the... Whoops. Did I do that? Oh, we're still on this one. I think that makes sense. Kill the 1/3 and leave the 2/2. Maybe that's wrong, actually. No, let's just kill the vigilance one. Yeah. And just kill this. Sure. Alright. And just play a land and pass. Kill the one that allows them to produce another blocker, and now they have 1 card and we have 3 lethal threats, so. Let's see if they have anything here post-combat or a removal or anything. I mean, it seems like they would need something really good. Oh, this is pretty annoying. Yeah, I can't mentor right now. Alright, we're still just going to attack. They have to regen this, they have to chump. They have to double chump. Beautiful mana. 3 uncastables in hand. Anyway, I don't know how likely we are to win this. I still think the opponent's deck looks really good, and I still don't think we have a sideboard. I don't think I'm supposed to try to lava axe them. Yeah, I think I just try again. We have a pretty good hand here. Actually, might be able to cast our spells this time, but the opponent has that, which is scary. Barbed Spike. I love Barbed Spike. Don't love it being played against me, but that's okay. I wish I could just somehow madness this. Like, just not hit my land drop and do that, but that doesn't work. Let's see what they have here. Just attack and then try to outrace them with the Scophos Reaver, maybe. They're just going to pass. Interesting. Yeah, if they do this, I'm just going to play my Scophos Reaver. See if we can outrace them. I think this is dead. I think they're going to play -3/-3 on a guy here. Oh, they didn't. That's nice. Missing green mana now, by the way. And Let's see what they come up with here post-combat. Hoping for no removal on this. Well, that's kind of removal. I think I just replay it though. No reason to play the Moth. Hixus will come later. Might have been better for me to play Plains that turn, is that right? I think so, because then maybe I could have had quad white. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Just take my 2. Golden Guardian. That is a scary one, sure. I'm just going to use a Sure Strike to get through that, assuming this goes the way I expect it will. Edgewall pack, okay. Land. I think it's fine to just do this. Attack, they'll block. We play the Sure Strike, then we play Moonwing Moth. Oh, they take it. That's not what I was expecting. Huh, okay. I guess I now play Edgewall pack. What do I do about this? Fights target creature, but this has to die. Yeah, let's just play Edgewall pack. And we're bluffing our God's Willing here that we showed them in game 1. One of the nice things about combat tricks and Chaos Draft is, like, sure, you can remember which cards were opened and passed and stuff if you were paying really close attention, but beyond that, like, it's really hard to know, like, exactly which cards were played and when. Oh, they're gonna fire up their land, okay. Don't I just have a totally reasonable block with the Edgewall pack? Like, I think I can just block, I don't know. Okay. Interesting. We don't draw the land. I think I have to go for an alpha here. My life total is dwindling a little bit. Kind of hoping they block the rat, but I don't think they're going to do that. I hope they just take it all again. No, they're not going to. I think that is their best block. Yeah, seems like they agree. I can Inspired Charge. That doesn't even work though, so I just have to use the Sure Strike, which is fine. I can also just let this trade happen, which frankly seems okay too. What if I let the trade happen and then, like, play Hixus? Is that good? Kind of like the charge. The problem with charge is this guy actually still dies, right? Because this is a 4/4 and this only has 3 toughness. Yeah. So, I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. I don't think I'm supposed to play Sure Strike and Moonwing Moth, which is, like, kind of the, like... Yeah, no worries. I had the same thought at first, too. Like, I could play Sure Strike, but I don't think that's very good on a creature that's been blocked. I can go... I kind of want to use Hixus. Maybe that's bad, but I kind of want to use Hixus. Yeah. And just pass. Because this will get rid of the Thopter. And possibly get rid of the Restless Fortress. Question is whether it's worth trying to block the Fortress. This is the exact reason we scooped to the Tidehollow Sculler in game 1, so they wouldn't know what we're up to here. Okay. I actually think it's going to be better for me to just take the damage. Because when I block this, I only block 1 power from this thing anyway. If they have Candy Grapple, I think I'm just going to do this. Okay. Token's going for good. This enters tapped. Okay, we draw land. That is really big. Play land. I don't think I have lethal here, but we can think about it. +2/+1 to the team, so that's 6 damage. Sure Strike is 3 damage. So this is 9 damage. Plus, this is 8 damage. 8 plus, that is lethal actually. Okay. So am I supposed to try to kill them? I don't think they have anything, you guys. I think it's good to try to kill them. Sure Strike on the pack. Oh, I do kind of like that actually. Sure. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I don't know. Wow. Jeez, that was intense. All right. Yeah, I don't know, but it worked, so. And we have this hand, which is a keep. Last time we played against Finespoo, by the way, we had an absolutely epic match that almost went to time. I had literally the best sealed deck I've ever had, and this is like including the one that qualified me for the RC, the upcoming regional championship in DC. The sealed deck I had was even better than that one, and I lost to Finespoo, which just goes to, it's a testament to just how good he is. So Mind Whisker, yikes, it's a good one. Not allowed to attack here anymore. Ooh, Light Scribe is good, but we just need to jam Bodyguard. Imagine if we had the 1, 2, 3 curve, that would be amazing, but as is, we have to do this, and we will pass. Next turn we can go Light Scribe plus Sure Strike, if that's the thing we care about. Wojak Bodyguard is really good. Okay, leaves a card on top. Please don't play a removal spell. Okay, Merry Bards, that is good. And yet, okay, probably going for an attack, yeah. How does this work? Its toughness is 3 or less, so it's going to grow to a 5/4 total, but I think we're out racing that right now. Play a land, play a Light Scribe. Combat, and attack with both. Goes for this, unfortunately, so I have to pump here. I guess I don't have to, but it just seems like anything else would be unreasonable. Gets me an extra damage with the bodyguard. Okay, throws away this. This card seems very slow. Surprised that's in his deck. Okay. Sure. Take the damage, and then we have to resolve Hixus here, or bad things happen. Well, I guess I can True Fire Captain, actually. Let's see if this resolves. This might be a little too risky. I don't really know. Counterspell? No. Okay. Without a counter. Try to go to combat. Alpha. Pump here. Give this evasion. So we're coming in for 8 damage. We have True Fire Paladin on blocks, representing potentially 5 more damage. Boomerang on the bodyguard, but after it's already mentored, that's such an odd choice. Okay, bins a mountain. Please don't mess up my True Fire guy. Oh, and the opponent just concedes. Wow. Seems a little bit premature, but like, I assume they just didn't have anything in hand. And I mean, my deck really does come out of the gates blazing. Opponent won the die roll as well, but like, Boros is, well, I mean, it's pretty fast, or at least it can be. Okay, so opponent's on blue-red stuff. Corvold is something we could disenchant, but I don't actually think we want to. And what else do they play? The Mind Whisker, and they played the Merry Bards. I think I just try again. Yeah, I think I try again. COP Black doesn't do anything. It could be that Footlight Fiend actually is good here against a relatively aggressive deck. Like, took me too long to think of that though. But like, it blocks their 3/2s and stuff reasonably. Yeah, I'll keep this, but like, we need to find lands pretty badly. Kind of wish the Captivating Unicorn were just a land. Okay, drawing land is really nice though. Opponent plays Dimir Guildgate, so maybe they were missing black last game. Augury Owl, okay. Not a huge issue for me. And we do have 3-drop, 4-drop. I don't want to use Sure Strike here, because I don't think this guy's worth a card, the Owl. At least it's not worth spending a card to kill, even though it would be mana efficient, so. We need land is the biggest thing here. Like, if we can just find... We don't need a land right away, but we do need it very soon. Let's see if they attack here. Okay. Yeah, we're getting to that point where if we don't find land, we might be busted. Alright. Playing X3, we do have a block against Fresh-Faced Recruit, which is pretty nice. This is confirmation, by the way, that the Footlight Fiend would be good in the matchup with these 2 creatures coming from the opponent. Merry Bards, that's bad, because now they can grow the Fresh-Faced. And this only trades here, yeah, okay. We need land. Okay, we find the land. I think it's... Is it just True Fire Captain and pass? Yeah, Merry Bards is really good. I don't know if I was just supposed to take it. It might have been a better pick for my deck. both against Finespoot and Inuence, it feels like some of their best cards are cards that I passed, which is not a good sign. I think I have to play True Fire Captain here. It's mostly a question of... Huh. Yeah, what if I just wait on the trade, though, with the Scophos Reaver? Like, I just don't have to do that. Yeah. All right, we need one more land. Alikos Lowlands, okay. And there's a Thundering Giant, all right. Jeez, this is not good. How am I supposed to survive here? I think I need to trade everything off. Trade. Wait, I can... Is it ever worth it to double block this? Or triple block this, I mean. Because if I triple block this, I would lose these two. Lose these two, but then I have this. I actually think this might be good. Wait, no, but then they still just kill. No, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Then we have to do this. Land? Okay, we do draw the land, and that means we have a chance. So we're just going to try to get them with Hixus. That's all there is to it. Just attack. Hope that Hixus cleans up this mess. Yeah, that's a good question, Ermath. I don't know either. Okay, seems like they're out of action, so I like that. Yeah, I think we're in the clear now. So attack with both. I don't have lethal here, I have 5 more damage. Which, I mean, it is close. And I think we probably just have them here. Seems really hard for them to beat this, yeah. All right, and we're into the finals. And we're missing a 2-drop here with this hand, but 3-drop and 4-drop should be. All right. And let's just peel a 2-drop off the top. That'd be nice, right? That's one of those, hey Alpilism, good to see you. That's one of those, like, is it a 2-drop? It costs 2 mana. I actually asked Worth Wolpert, who used to be like the person more or less running Magic Online. And Worth had it defined as like creatures. And it's like, oh no, the wrong order again. Absolutely cursed. All right, and pass here. But once again, 4-drop into like Light Scribe plus Combat Tricks should be really sick. So even though we don't have the most disgusting start possible, we should still be in great shape. This would be so good, because I don't think this has to target... Oh, it does have to target your stuff. Okay, well, today I learned. I'm just going to play land, cast the effigy, and pass. We can always just trade for this later, I think. Targeting this with either of our pump spells will kill it. And we'll get the Light Scribe down hopefully first and even give us a nice bonus. Okay, don't really care about this. They could have Water Wings or something here. Not too worried about that. Mountain would be good. Okay, Master Decoy is also really good. Potentially even better, actually. Land. Light Scribe. Don't counter it, please. You know you don't want to counter this. No. I can't pay that much mana. Alright. You got me, unfortunately. But I will still brute force this. Or actually, wait. Now that we're in this spot, why don't I just play Master Decoy, which just kills this? Yeah, I can just save my combat tricks and just have a kill on this for free. That's probably just better. Probably just what I should have been planning on doing anyway. Yeah. Decoy's pretty sick, right? Yeah. I mean slight rush because we are Boros, but still, yeah. Alright. They should attack with this. They attack with both. Okay. See if they have any kind of ninjutsu or anything. No. Anything post-combat? Sure. Alright. That's pretty decent. Yeah, it does seem like they're dead. Oh, they just take it. That seems incredibly good for me. Sure. Let's see what they tap down with this. Tap that down, okay. Alright, let's see what the opponent chooses to do here. If they don't attack with this, I might just spend 3 mana tapping it down. I think I will. Yeah, like, why not? I don't know. I don't really want to use a combat trick into their open mana. They might have Water Wings. Looks like they do. Oh, they just chomp. That works for me. Huh, okay. Just pass. Not gonna play land. We're at 15, so we should be very safe. Please don't play anything unbeatable here. Choice of Damnations. Okay. Target opponent chooses number. You may have that player lose that much life. If you don't, lose all but that many permanents. So like, I want at least 4 permanents here. Maybe like 6. Because then that lets me keep all of these into land of each type. And then I go to 9. I don't know. Wait, what? All right, we'll get this. We'll work this out. Yeah. Okay, permanence. So lose life, no. Wait, what? Yeah, sometimes this happens on Magic Online where the cards just don't work. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, alcoholism. Alright. And opponent passes, and I think we just have him dead here. They just block a 4-power guy. Or actually, oh. Now this will kill them. Yeah, no, this is a friendly opponent for sure. I guess I can just lock down their guys. And 3, 4, and 4 is 11. Yeah, this is a draft we are running from our Discord, by the way, alcoholism, so. Yeah. All right. That was good. Except for the bug. That part was not as good. I think Footlight Fiend looks good again, actually. Let's try it again this time. It's good against that Tar Pit Warrior, good against like 2-1 Shadow, somewhat decent against 1-1 unblockable. Paid actor. You're on to me. COP unfortunately does not target, and most of their threats were blue, so I think I'm going to leave this in the sideboard for now, surprisingly. Maybe that's not a good idea, but I'll just try again. Alright, good hand. Ooh, we have the combo. Viashino Lashclaw plus Scophos Reaver are one way to madness out the Reaver without discarding the hand size. And it is a really good way of doing that as well. We are going to need some lands, though. That would also be a nice combo for us. Please don't counter this. I need lands. Help. Okay, they F6'd. That's good. 4-3 haste coming. Yeah, 4-3 haste coming. Land? Not a land. Alright. Please give me a land. Please. Ooh, Deep Cavern. Okay, well that's not one I really want to trade with. They're just gonna tap with both. Okay. I don't think they're gonna have any madness cards, so this will give me a chance to resolve Master Decoy. Land? Not a land. Okay. Hey Chris, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We are in game 2 of our finals of a Chaos draft. We're up a game. And opponent has gained 4 life effectively. Plus Scry 2. Not too shabby. But we are going to need some lands. And now I have to pitch a card to the Deep Cavern mat to keep that one around. I pitch an island, okay. 2 cards. How do they scry? 2 top, that's scary. Yeah, exactly, Tristan. Maybe they're bad cards, though, somehow. There's a tension between how I'm supposed to attack here. If they, like, play 1 blocker or whatever. Well, that doesn't block. Land. Yes. Finally drew a land. So I guess I just have to play my Knight of Valor. Yeah, I don't think I really have another choice. Hasting with the Viashino doesn't really do anything. And I don't have lethal with Combat Tricks yet, so... Alright. Play a guy. 2 tricks. 4 guys. Hope that you lose, maybe? I mean, I'm at 12, so for now I'm pretty safe, but we'll see what happens next turn. Or this turn, really, I guess. The opponent goes for an alpha here. They might lose unless they have removal. I can't block anything. All their creatures have evasion. That's true. Lands are a big part of my game plan, absolutely. Doesn't this just have them dead? Yeah. Sack a thing, and then I just sack this, and that's enough damage, I think, and they die? I think so. I mean, it sure looks like it works. We draw the land as well. Go for a nice inspired charge here at the end. All right. So we ended up in some racing matchups, which with our Boros deck is pretty much perfect. And we managed to get the trophy. Nice overkill, thanks. I don't know, we drew the land. Nice, okay. Well, that was really good. We drafted Boros, which is one of my most drafted decks in Chaos. Yes, yeah, that was the trophy. And we got there.